Ay, ay, ay. Alicia, get off my back, Alicia.
This thing looks amazing. Fase II, Phase II. We out here, man. This thing, in the past few years since I was here, man, this thing has really come up. Like, they've really invested a lot of money into this. Like, this building did not look like this 5 years ago, right? And I'm not saying it should have looked like this 5 years ago, but it didn't look like this 5 years ago. So I support La Isla, Fase II, right? Phase II, FASE2, FASC dose, however you want to say it. I support when businesses really take the money that they're getting and putting it back into the business to make it more physically appealing to people to come and visit. Let's be honest. I gotta come here with an open mind, you know, because I've had mixed reviews on my last time coming here 5 years ago. But then again, guess what? It was 5 years ago. It was 5 years ago. My time in Colombia is coming to an end, and I'll talk about that in another video. But on to the next destination, right? On to the next destination. But I'm gonna give y'all this review, man. I'm gonna give y'all this strip club review soon, man. I got so many videos that I've made and so many videos that I haven't publicized yet that it's ridiculous. Seriously, I have quite a few videos on Medellín that I have not posted, but they're gonna get posted. Trust me. But we out here. Let me go in here and give y'all an honest review, man, because this is what y'all need: strip clubs in Medellín, man.
Lock has been opened.
I just left Fase II, Phase II, however you want to say it, right? Listen, I know I'll be going hard on some of these clubs, man. It's just because I've been going to strip clubs for a very long time. But I start off by saying this. Right? I'll start off by saying this, right? This is what I'm gonna start off by saying. I still have a lot of money in my pocket. When I left La Isla, I ain't had no money in my pocket. I'm gonna start off by saying that. I'm gonna do it again. Bear with me. When I left La Isla, I had zero money in my pocket. Matter of fact, when I was in La Isla, I got some money from the cashier. Then I went back and gave him some more money and got some more 2 notes. This is what I'm gonna start off by saying. I still have a lot of money in my pocket. I just left the strip club. That's all I'm gonna say. We're gonna just set the tone. I'm gonna be a little nice in these videos. Man, this ginger ale messing up my stomach. I love ginger ale though, but I'm gonna be a little nicer in this video than I have in some of my other videos. But I'm gonna say this. I still got money in my pocket. I'll say this, right? The place is different from 5 years ago. You know, I know I've said this before, and I'll probably say it again. Like, it's different. Like, the outside's different. The inside's different. You know, they've put some money into it for sure. You know what I'm saying? It used to be like little bar tables near the stage. Now they got like sofas and lounges. If we're being honest, they're taking a page out of La Isla's book. because Laisla got sofas and stuff and couches near the stage now. Phase II got sofas and couches near the stage too. So it's taking a page out of the Isla book. You know what I'm saying? If we're being honest, because it used to be like bar tables, right? So I do commend them, respect them, hats off to them for investing in the business, right? It looks better in there, right? It does look better. And I understand, right? Like, hey, taking a page of Lisa's book, you guys sit at the lounges, the couches, the sofas, you gotta buy a bottle, right? If you don't want to sit there, you gotta sit at the bar, right? And if we're going to compare, listen, I'll do the comparison from La Isla to Phase II another day on another video, right? I was going to, but I'm not. But I'll say that they have a similar concept to La Isla as far as the sofas and the couches, right? And it wasn't there 5 years ago. It was bar tables. So I appreciate that, right? Let's get down to the nitty gritty, man. I like what I like, right? And I'm just not going to no strip club and just throwing money because it's a woman, right? When she checks an application, male or female, she checks female. I'm just not just going to be throwing money just because she was born a woman, right? I try to have some reason for throwing money and just not be. I can give money to homeless people on the street. I seen a homeless dude yesterday, right? Like, there has to be a reason for me to give someone money, not just because, right? So they have the same concept, man, for Islam. Man. Women gonna come by and ask for money, right? I know they asking for money, right? It's the same. I don't mind it. I give out, some money. It ain't that big of a deal, right? That's that. That's that. So it's very, very similar from a strip club point of view to La Isla. And I said, I'm not going to compare La Isla to Phase II in this video, but it's very, very similar. But going back to I like what I like. Listen, if you've been watching these videos for a while, you know I love a big booty, right? I love a big, you know what I'm saying? It's just what I like. I like what I like. Like, I love a big booty. I know my last ex didn't have it, but everyone else before her did. You know what I'm saying? My last ex put that juju on me, right? But I love a big booty, so I am more inclined, right? I am more inclined, right, to give out money to women who have big booties, right? And I just didn't see a lot of that, right? And there's a difference. This dude said something one time, man. It actually made me laugh. Oh, man, this girl got a big rear end. He was like, oh, it's because she's fat. And it made me laugh on the inside. But that's not necessarily the case, because I've seen women that were obese and still had, a nice figure on them, right? So the girls walking around, man, there might have been one or two that had a nice little shape on them, but the rest of them I wasn't really. Listen, I like what I like. The rest of them I wasn't really feeling, man. I wasn't really feeling. And I don't even like skinny girls, man. I don't. You know what I'm saying? I like women that got some heavy weight on them, right, in the right places. But there was this skinny girl in there, man, and she just had a beautiful face on her, a nice little petite body, and a nice little, you know what I'm saying, a little small something back there. But I couldn't make eye contact with her, right? Listen, I like what I like, but I also like who likes me, right? So she never really looked my way. Like, she walked past me 4 or 5 times when I'm looking at her, and she just be like this, like, I like what I like, and I like what like me. So obviously, we don't like each other, We got to be, I can't like you and you don't like me. And I was going to give her some money, man, and I was going to give her, a lot of money, but I think, listen, I don't like skinny women. So if I'm telling you that I was going to give her some money, that tells you that everyone else in there really wasn't hitting on nothing to me, right? If I'm telling you I can give this little skinny chick some money, that tells you a lot, right? But we just never made eye contact. She ain't seen interest. And listen, I'm not going up to no one, right, just to give them some money. I'm not, hey, how you doing? Hola, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien. Hola, hermosa. Gracias. You know, I'm not going there to introduce myself to a woman just to give her my money. That makes no sense to me. Well, I'm not going to introduce myself to you just to give you my money. Like, I can't fathom that, right? If you want some money out of my pocket, like, you got to come up to me. And we're talking about specifically in a strip club, right? Specifically in a strip club. Like, your main, either you're going to go home with the same amount of money you came to the strip club with, or you're going to go home with more money than you came to the strip club with. Either your bills are going to be paid this month or they're not. Either you're going to eat tomorrow or you're not. Like, either you're going to eat bread, chips, or you're going to eat steak and lobster. Like, the choice is yours. So I'm not really in a strip club environment. I'm not really into pursuing too much of a woman because it come up to me like, you got to make me want to give you some money. And she was cute, right? And I don't like skinny chicks, and I'll probably never ever talk about a skinny chick, but she has some potential, man, for a little skinny chick, looking like a Leo, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, there was, you know, when the girls walk around, man, I seen a dude do it, and I thought it was funny. Salute to that brother. The girl walked around asking for money, and he turned her hand and flipped her around and made her give him a lap dance. I thought, oh, man, this dude that's game right there. He ain't just giving out money just to be giving out money. You know what I'm saying? He like, you gonna work for this money. And I was like, I actually started laughing at it. Like, man, that's smart. But to me, right, one, it's smart, free game, right? I'll probably use it another day. But some of these women, it's like, take this money and get out of my face. You know what I'm saying? Some of these women is like, here, take whatever I give you out of my pocket. Have a nice day. Like, I don't really want no lap dance, right? Did I get lap dances from women, right? Of course. I was at the bar. I ain't buy no bottle. I got a lap dance, got a few. There's one girl, she did some crazy stuff. Like, she was giving me a lap dance, and she grabbed my shorts and pulled them closer to her and yanked me like that so my thing could be all up on her. I'm like, girl, whew. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like this. You know I'm like this. Like, I'm like that, like, so I'm like, yo, like, you know, if you looked a little bit better, we would have to go to that room in the back, you know what I'm saying? If you looked a little bit better, we would have to go to that room, but I appreciate it was effort. Like, I don't know how much I gave her, I was just giving her money, like, she really put effort, she grabbed my shoulder, and she trying to go in my pocket, so, like, I got to check, but she grabbed my shorts and pulled me closer to her, like she had reached behind and grabbed my shorts and pulled me closer to her so she can feel that thing up on her. I'm like, yo, this girl, I like her. It's like she knew how to get that money, but if she was a little bit cuter, you probably could have done something, right? The stage, man, the women on stage, like, I'm not. Listen, I like what I like, right? Listen, I like what I like. I've been talking about big booty for a while. I just didn't see it up there. Like, I'm not saying don't go to Phase II. I'm not saying Phase II is a horrible club. I'm not saying that, right? But if you like big booty women, right? Like I like big booty women. I'm going to steer you to La Isla. I'm going to repeat that. If you like big booty women, right? Like, if you like a place full of big booty women, the way I like big booty women, I'm going to steer you to La Isla, right? If you're not into all the big booty women and stuff along those lines, go to Phase II. Right? I'm not talking bad about Phase II. Like, I just like big booty women. I didn't see too many of them. Right? I seen some chubby ones. I seen some ones with some horrible BBLs. I seen some ones that had big booties, but the booty looked like, you know, balled up paper towel. I'm just saying, from a big booty woman, from a natural or cosmetic standpoint that actually looks halfway decent, go to Isla. Even I just didn't see a bunch of big booties in Phase II, man. I seen some, but you know, taking care of booty, a fit booty, a BBL booty is different than a chubby booty. You know what I'm saying? Both of them big, but the fit booty, the BBL booty, the natural booty, cosmetic booty, they look a little bit better than chubby booties. So I'll just say that from a perspective of what I like. If you like big booty women, go to La Isla, right? But if you like skinny, you know, natural as in not really curvy, right? Because you can be natural and curvy. Like I've been to Africa, right? I've seen African women. I've dated African women. You can be natural and still be curvy, right? But if you want natural, if you want predominantly natural, non-curvy women, go to Phase II, right? And I'm not knocking Phase II women, right? But 90% of them I just wasn't attracted to, right? There's one that was nice, had a nice body, right? I think she had like a red light type spider thing on, a knit thing on, or whatever. And she touched me when I was leaving, but she had a great body. From the neck down, she had a great body, but the face was, you know what I'm saying? The face was, it's not for me, right? It's not for me. And I've never, ever talked about a skinny woman, but that skinny girl that wouldn't make eye contact with me was probably the baddest thing in there. And I don't even like skinny women. She's probably the baddest thing in there, man. Probably. So that's it, man. Phase II, Medellín. I mean, it was cool. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate what they've done to the business. But I came home with money. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, and I'll say again, I'm not supposed to go to the strip club, go to the cashier, give him a couple 100,000 Colombian pesos, right? To get smaller bills and come home with money. I'm not supposed to go to the strip club, go to the cashier, get a couple 100,000 Colombian pesos and smaller bills to come home with money. So it's me. You may go there and spend $20,000, right? You go there and spend whatever you spend, but personally, like I should have left there with no money, or less money or no money. That's how I should have left Phase II. So I'm not saying that women are ugly, right? I'm not saying that. I'm not saying it's a place full of ugly women, but most of them just aren't attractive to me. Like over 90%, like were not attractive to me, right? Over 90%. If I seen them in the street, I wouldn't talk to them, you know. But there's quite a few women in La Isla that I would talk to if I seen in the streets. There's quite a few women in this. I don't want to compare one to the other, right? I'm getting off track. I'm just saying most of the women, over 90%, if I seen them in the street, I wouldn't talk to them. Like over 90%. If we was on Tinder or Bumble, I'd swipe left, not right. Like I just wouldn't be attracted to them. You know what I'm saying? So that's my perspective on Phase II. I didn't drink. I ain't feeling 100%. You know, I ate something earlier today and it just sent me to the bathroom. Like, respectfully, I ate something today. Food just sent me straight to the bathroom. So I'm not feeling 100%. You know what I'm saying? I'm not feeling 100%. So we're going to bounce back, like a basketball. You know what I'm saying? We're going to come back like a Frisbee. But that's my review on Phase II in Medellín. I'm going to compare Phase II to La Isla another day. There's another club out there, a strip club I went to. I forgot the name of it. But I had such a horrible time there last time that I'm not even going to bother going back. Right? I remember sitting down, ain't no woman. I remember like it was yesterday. Right? I remember sitting down, ain't no woman dancing. One or two women coming up to you, trying to sit beside you on the couch on the left-hand side. They wanted you to buy a bottle, like it was like this little bottle or something that I bought. It wasn't no one dancing on the poles in the middle of the floor. Like I remember, like it was yesterday. Like the other strip club, I forgot the name of it. I mean, you can check my Colombian videos, but it was so trash that it ain't even worth me going to. But the entrance fee to get into Phase II was $50,000. Like, of course, well, I don't know if you know, but there's a extra percentage for using your credit card. I use my credit card, right? So 50,000. If you get into phase two, you can pay 50,000. I forgot what it was in Lisa. This isn't a Lisa, but versus phase two video. But both of these clubs you're gonna pay to get in, right? And I respect it, right? They've come a long ways from what it looked like outside and inside 4 or 5 years ago. So I don't mind paying a fee. I know some people complain about paying a fee. I looked at some Google reviews and people complaining about paying a fee. Listen, you go to clubs in the States, you can pay a fee, right? It is what it is. But I will say something that I thought was funny, right? I seen something I thought was funny, right? I'm just at the bar, right? Because I'm not buying a bottle, right? Because I knew it wasn't going to be in there long. And two, I knew it wasn't going to be in there long. Once I walked in, looked around, I knew in my mind it's going to be a short night. I knew in my mind it was going to be a short night. And I had looking funny. I knew in my mind it was going to be a short night. But I sat at the bar drinking ginger ale, had 2 ginger ales. If you know, you know. I'm going to tell you something I seen that was funny. I'm just chilling, man, and looking around all these women that I don't find attractive, man. It's just like, man, then my mom, I should have never came in. I seen this dude, this brother with dreads, right? And he was arguing with this Colombian dude on the couch, right? And I'm just thinking, just going back and forth, how he saying something, he's saying something. And this brother, man, he threw up some money in the air, right? It was probably $10. It was probably $10, like 20, like it wasn't no more than $20, right? It wasn't no more than $20, like in Colombian pay. He threw like some $2 bills. It wasn't no more than $20, right? $25 max, right? Right, and I looked, and I'm over there laughing, like, man, you just threw up like $25, man. Like, you can pick that little money up, right? And of course, some women pick the money up, and I looked at the dude, like, they over there going back and forth, yapping back and forth, and the dude is like doing this, like, ain't nothing. The dude, I see the Colombian dude, he mimicked the dude. He was like. He was mimicking the brother, like, man, you ain't really throw no money in the air. Dude threw like $20 in the air, man. I felt bad for the brother, man. Then he stayed in there for a little while longer. And then, when I left, I ain't see the dude, man. I don't know if he was in the corner crying or what. Respect to you, brother. Like, no disrespectfully, man, but that was crazy. Dude threw like $20 in the air. And this is the thing, man. I need to make a video. Like, some of y'all be coming overseas trying to. Listen, you do what you want to do with your money, but y'all be coming overseas throwing money, man, and people be like laughing at y'all. Like, and I was on the brother side. Like, I was like, man, what's going on over there? Like, this brother and this Colombian dude arguing. Right? I'm like, man, what's going on? I mean, you know what I'm saying? I'm automatically going to go to the brother side. It's just human nature, right? I automatically think the Colombian dude wrong, right? Human nature, right? Look out for your own, right? So when a dude threw this little money in the air and fell down, I'm like, I'm over there laughing. I'm looking at the Colombian dude laughing, like everybody laughing at this dude. Even the Colombian girls laughing at the Colombian dude laughing, the girls over there laughing at the dude. Dude threw like $20 in the air. That's wild. That's the funniest thing I've seen since I've been here, man. It's sad it had to be a brother. It's sad it had to be a dude who looked like me, but I've been here like 2 weeks. The funniest thing I seen was a brother throw like $20 in the air and phase two in a strip club, bro. That's crazy, man. And I kept looking over there, right? Once I got done laughing, once I got done laughing, I'm looking over there at the Colombian dude. He's still cracking jokes and pointing at him and laughing. Like it was literally like 3-4 girls like all the girls was laughing at this dude, man. The black dude, the brother. I'm like, yo, this dude just threw $20 in the air, like, bro, like. Like literally, bro, if you go to a foreign country, right, and you do something, right, and people start laughing at you, that's crazy, right? I've seen people throw more money in Thailand in the air than this dude threw in the air. Like, it was just, he threw like, like some, it wasn't no more than $25. I'm being generous. I moved it up a little bit. I think I said 20. I swear it wasn't no more than $25. Like, bro, like, I probably gave 2 or 3 of them girls more than $25. I know I've gave more than one girl in that club more than what this dude threw in the air. I know disrespectfully, of course, I gave more than one woman in phase 2 more money. I've gave more than one woman in phase 2 more money than this dude threw in the air. He threw. That's crazy. The girl that was grinding on me and reached back, grabbed my shorts and pulled me close to her, I gave her more than what that dude threw in the air. It's another girl I gave more than what that dude threw in the air. Like, I don't know. Y'all just be wilding out here, man, sometimes, man. I don't know what be going on with y'all, man. I wouldn't even have done that. I wouldn't even have done that, bro. Listen, if you can throw some money in there, you got to make it rain. That wasn't even, that was like a sprinkle. That wasn't even a sprinkle. You know how you go outside and you feel like a few drops hit you, then you look up and you just feel, what was that? Then it's like it stopped raining. Like that wasn't no. He ain't make it rain. He ain't make it sprinkle. It was like a few. You go outside and a few drops hit you, and that's it. Like, you're like, whoa, was it raining? Was it sprinkling? You ever had that happen? I know it happened to me before. Like, you ever go outside like, man, is it raining? Someone spit on me or something? Like, why am I wet? That's how quick and how short his money rain was, man. That was crazy, man. Y'all be walling out over here, man. But yo, that's phase 2, man. That's my review of phase 2, man. There's some cool people there, right? Ain't nobody trying to hassle you and hustle you, right? I respectfully like using credit cards for various reasons, right? One, if there's an issue, I can always, hey, bank, check this out, right? But I'm not getting into how people should manage their money and how they should, charge money and all these other things. That's in a whole nother video. But yeah, it was cool, man. Ain't really for me. You know what I'm saying? It was like going to a strip club in Thailand, to be honest with you. Honestly, phase 2, I was thinking about it, sitting there like, man, it's like most of these women got bodies like the women that was in the strip club in Thailand. I ain't even do the review on the strip club in Thailand. I forgot all about it. I do when I go back to Thailand. But I was thinking about that. Like, them women in there had bodies like Thai women. Respectfully. Them women in there had bodies like Thai women. Like, even some of those Thai women in that club I was at, man, got these Colombian women beat. I ain't gonna lie to you, respectfully. Some of these Thai women in that club and patio I went to, I've got the name of it. I could put 4 or 5 of those Thai women, right, that was in a strip club that I went to a few months ago, up against 75, 80% of phase 2, and those Thai women got them beat. Respectfully, of course. For my taste. You might look at it and be like, Colombian woman in phase 2 were the most beautiful woman you've ever seen in your life. But for my taste, it just wasn't for me, man. But I'm about to take a shower, brush my teeth, put a do-rag on, lay on the waves, share this video. Until next time.